Hello, hello, hello. What's up tonight, everyone? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Fine Thursday evening to you all. Good to see ya, good to see ya, good to see ya. What is up, Crispin Chick, Winbreck, Memel Judas, Macklemore, Old Man X, Just Be Frosty, Master Insane, Fathima, Green Mage MTG, Wraithamore. How is everyone doing tonight? Taylor Jones, congratulations on your callback. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Quantum, Tater Tot, Helichrome, Rushamorn, Elder Jeep Fiend, Validron, Ragemander. How's everyone doing tonight? I'm excited. I like artifact decks, and I'm very curious to see how this deck does. I am a little nervous. I'm not sure. We'll see how good it is. I'm not sure how good it's going to be. We will find out, though. It might be awesome. We might scrub out. If we scrub out, we'll find something else to do. So we'll be good either way. Noble Bo P, welcome to the Fishbowl for the 20th month in a row. Seems like it was just yesterday we were hitting our swans, drawing our cards. Indeed. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Hey, what's up, Just Be Frosty? Welcome. Fathima, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. My wife hit platinum with Grixis Dragons last night. Oh, congratulations, Dan, and also to your wife. Commander Panda, welcome to the Fishbowl for the 13th month in a row. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Helichrome. Oh, Shoka Plays with the name change. Got my sticker in the mail today. Took way less time than expected. Awesome. Yes, they've been trickling out. I've heard some people getting them on Twitter, so that's awesome. They're so sweet. How is everyone doing this fine evening? When's the second batch of stickers coming out? I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to ask Richard. I know that they have been. The first batch was sent out. I'm not sure exactly when the second batch is going out, or if they've already been sent out. Richard is the one actually sending them out. DJ Manar in Kithar, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber, and Windbreak, welcome you as well. Big scoops here for our new subscribers. Anyway, so tonight, we're heading to Standard, playing some Izzet Treasures. You probably remember this one. We had an instant deck tech of it. Oh my goodness, the Commander Clash game today. Oh, you will never guess. I posted this on Twitter, so you might have seen it. You will never ever guess the win condition that actually won a game in Commander Clash. It is I think it's the best kill, in my opinion, my personal opinion, the best kill that has ever happened on Commander Clash. And I define best as like janky and unlikely. Oh man, was it a sweet one. So you are never, ever, ever going to figure it out. You're going to have to wait until the episode goes up, which isn't this Friday, but next Friday. Yeah, Tomer did run Eureka. It was our second Commander 2018 week. Tomer's Eureka deck, it was like his Edric deck. Eureka was busted. Oh my goodness. It reminded me very much of when he played Edric and just ran us over, and then we banned him from playing Edric, so. Did you learn how to pronounce Suitor Priest? Probably not. You can have the best kill with Salty Jake. That's a good point. Jake was the best person to kill, that's for sure. Oh man, Salty Jake was funny. I miss Jake. Someday I'm going to convince Jake to come back and do a reunion episode. Just one episode, and it's going to be super awesome. So, Kithkin did not get their justice. There were no Kithkin this week. Anyway, hey, what's up, Kimmer? Good to see you again. Welcome back. Sutri. Those are two different ways of pronouncing it. Kipper, welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. So the plan today, pretty simple. Playing Standard, let's do reminders, talk about this deck, then we can talk unlikely Commander Clash kills, we can guess at Modern Horizons, talk about what we're playing this weekend, anything and everything. Also, starting on Monday, it's happening. Extra stream for the first time ever? I mean, we've had bonus streams, but starting the third stream, so Monday, 2 Eastern time we're going with. We'll adjust it as necessary, but that was the most popular time slot on Twitter and in the stream, so that's what we're starting with. 2 to 5 Eastern time in the afternoon on Monday, stream number 3. So, yes, along with adding in a third stream, So basically, people have been asking about this. So let's talk about it really. Well, okay. Let's do reminders. Talk about this deck. Start playing. Then we will talk about Modern in the stream because it keeps coming up, and I want to talk about it a little bit. Just why we've been playing more Standard, less Modern on stream, and we are going to do more Modern though. With us having 3 streams, we can't just play Standard 3 times a week every week. Especially, we can do it around set release time, but I don't think we can do it when it's not set release time. But we will talk about this. This is the exact same list that Gabby Sparts is playing. That is crazy. We had an instant deck tech of it. It was one of our infamous small Japanese tournament instant deck techs. So it's cool that other people are playing it. Originally stream, oh yeah, you're right. I did stream 3 days a week back at the start, didn't I? Anyway, let's, Jayzaller, the old timer with the memory. Doc Kentar, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Anyway, reminders. First off, Replay YouTube. That's where you can find all the old streams. This one will be going up tomorrow, of course, and with an extra stream coming in, that means Replay YouTube going to be even more important. There's going to be more content on the Replay YouTube each week. Normal YouTube, oh my god. If you missed it, we played some Biomancer combo for Against the Odds last night, and that deck was sweet. Biomancer was really good. It's finally a functional Trading Grounds deck, and Venser was spectacular. If you haven't watched it, at least watch the matchup against Trod. It was so good, but the whole episode I thought was pretty good. So if you haven't already, definitely check that out. There's also tons of other stuff coming up. There's a Goldfish Gladiators tonight. There is a 5-0 Fish tomorrow. A Commander Clash, not the one I'm talking about, but a Commander Clash going up tomorrow. So tons of YouTube stuff coming up shortly. We have a new donation. Dan Wildfire with a $2 donation. Tomer and Vince are going to be at GP Nager Foz. Chances we could convince Richard and Krim. Ooh. Well, thank you for the donation, Dan. I would say not impossible, but probably unlikely. So for me and Tomer, it's not that far. For Vince, I believe with his Channel Fireball gig, he probably naturally gets to do it for work. The challenge with Richard and Krim is they're in California, so for them, it is actually a pretty long haul. Not impossible, but it seems a little unlikely. Bowerstein, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. We have a new sponsor tonight. Well, a new old sponsor. I'm sure you've heard the name before, but sponsoring our stream tonight is Spikes Academy, and Spikes Academy, they're launching a brand new course, The Art of Sideboarding by Seth Manfield. Seth, really awesome player, also may or may not be guesting on the podcast this coming week, so if you're a Seth Manfield fan, we had a ton of fun interviewing Reed Duke, so I'm excited to talk with Seth on Monday for the podcast. But the first 200 new students to the class use the code sideboarding, and you can get 15% discount. So thank you to Spikes Academy for supporting the show. Definitely appreciate it. Finally, merch page, tokens, t-shirts, playbats. Great way to support the stream and the channel, the site. Donations, already had one from Dan. Certainly appreciated, never required. $2 or more gets your message read on stream. And with that, let's talk about this deck and start playing some Magic. So tonight we are trying out Izzet Treasures. And this is a deck we had an instant deck tech of a couple of days ago. It's a deck that I really want to be good. It plays some really cool cards. I'm a little nervous. We'll see how competitive it actually is. So this deck, it's basically Treasure Tribal. We have Sailor of Memes, also Captain Laddery Storm. So 2 3-drop treasure makers. This gets us a bit of ramp, gets some treasures on the battlefield, and this deck really just wants as many treasures as possible because all of our payoffs either specifically want treasures or want a lot of artifacts on the battlefield. So these get us our first treasures, along with treasure map, card advantage, scrying, setting things up in the early game, and then we have our big payoffs. Whoa, Zephyrdot with a ton of gift subs, so many gift subs. Thank you so much, Zephyrdot, and DIC, Slidshade, Lil Nicky, Shadowborn, Enabled, Mod, Fundum, Lies Dexnick, Tattooed Scallywag, Belzebor, Rayleon, Abigail, Alias Babylon, Chidris, and SVV Gordon. Welcome, y'all. y'all to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Hey, what's up, Kerbor Army? How are you tonight? So that's the plan. Make the treasures, then for payoffs, Storm the Vault is one of the spiciest ones. This is a card I was hyped for when it was spoiled. Never really took off. Basically, if a creature deals combat damage, we get a treasure. If we have 5 or more artifacts on our end step, we flip around into a Tolarian Academy, tapping to add mana for each artifact. This gives us a way to cast massive expansion explosions along with all of our treasures themselves, so we can just make treasures, flip a Storm the Vault, explode our opponent for a ton of damage, draw another explosion, finish off the game. We also have Spell Swindle as a counter spell that makes treasures. Karn in Tezzeret's kind of our backup finishing plan. Making artifacts, also huge constructs thanks to all the treasures on the battlefield. Otherwise, Quench joins Spell Swindle as a counter, Lava Coil for a bit of early game removal, and that's basically the deck. Artifacts, treasures, big mana, hopefully flip a Storm the Vault into Vault of Catlacan and win the game. So that's the main idea. Sideboard-wise, I changed it up a little bit. It did have a lot more expensive stuff. We had 2 River Rebuke, Banefire, and Mass Manipulations. I felt like, looking at this deck, it feels like a deck that has a lot for the control matchup, as it is. With 8 counters in the main deck, Expansion Explosion, the Planeswalkers, those are all good against control. Treasure Map. So I felt like we wanted a little bit more aggro stuff. So I cut a little bit, 1 copy each of the expensive stuff to add Shivan Fires, because I was worried about just getting janked out by like Mono Blue and Mono Red. So Shivan Fire, Fountain Renewal, Fiery Cannonade for aggro, Negate for control, River's Rebuke kind of catch-all, Banefire Mass Manipulation, also mostly for the control matchup. Yeah, I did trim it up. It was getting a little scraggly, so I trimmed it up a bit. Shakerstone, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. The sub didn't show up. I'm so sorry. ML Judas, welcome you to the Fishbowl as well. Big soups here for you. So thank you. So that's the plan for tonight. We're going to treasure it up. Yeah, save changes. See if this deck actually works. And if it works, awesome. If it doesn't work, also awesome. We'll play another deck and have fun with it. So I'm excited to try it, though, because it's definitely a super unique deck. Yeah, Quench, it's so close to being good. I just wish it was a mana leak. So anyway, people were asking about Modern, and basically, we've been playing less Modern on stream and more on YouTube, because it seems like people mostly, oh my goodness, oh, Spell Swindletron. It seems like people mostly like watching Arena on stream. But with the change to 3 streams a week, there will be more Modern, because we need to. Yeah, I mean, having too good of counter spells, I guess, can be annoying in Standard. But is Mana Leak too good? Maybe it's too good. Last time we had it, it was with Snapcaster, and Mana Leak Snapcaster is probably too good, but I don't know if Mana Leak is just always too good. Yeah, lack of Niv. Maybe this is a deck that could be improved with a Niv. Niv does seem pretty good. There's going to be a Monday afternoon stream starting next week. Monday 2 Eastern. So we're going to try a little earlier time for European viewers. Also, I mean, anyone, but especially helpful for European viewers. How about Rail in the sideboard? Ooh, all right. Well, we'll counter that. Yeah, Rail could be a good addition to this deck as well. Ugh, all right. Come on, land for these Planeswalkers. If we resolve our Planeswalkers, this hand's going to be good. Land for our opponent. On the other end, if they play like a Thief of Sanity, we're going to be in really rough shape. Was Helix Pinnacle the witty card? It was not Helix Pinnacle. It was definitely not Helix Pinnacle. Arena is easier to watch. I'm okay with Modern Legacy on YouTube. I mean, we're still going to play... We're going to play more Modern and Legacy with us having 3 streams on stream. Ugh. Okay. Well, land off the top. No. Well, treasure map, go. Oh, we really need to get down a Karn here. This is looking bad. This is looking bad. Time to take a shot whenever you're mana screwed. I mean, we got 24 lands. It's not like we're really light on lands. All right, Karn to the bottom. Treasure map. Treasure map to the bottom. Where's all of our lands? Okay. Well, it wasn't pretty, but we did get a land eventually. Oh, is this the Sultai deck we played before? Ugh, we might just get ground out if this is Sultai Reclamation. Ooh, just a little Crossus? That's not the worst. And we draw land. All right, well, play a mountain, play a Karn. Tick up Karn. Tezzeret Island. We get the island. Flip treasure map. Island bottom. Okay, well, I think we're doing it. That's just, yeah, that's a sad little Crossus. The treasures are coming. Eventually we will find an expansion explosion. And now at least we get to draw, oh, Eldest Reborn. That's less good. All right. There goes our card. I mean, we can draw a lot of cards. That is something. That is expansion explosion. Well, let's just Tezzeret. Draw 2. Play a island. Ooh, Spell Swindle? A Spell Swindle on a Crossus seems insane. Was the winning card Azor's Elocutors? It was not. First deck I play against with deck is Bant Nexus. That's fun. Good times were had by everyone. Taylor Jones, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Scoops here. Hey, what's up, Ultraviolet? How are you? Big Scoops here for our new subscriber. I'm playing your non-budget 12-bolt you played a while ago on stream. I'm still learning Modern, so I was wondering if there's any particular reason why you don't run fetches in it. In general, we actually have to do math now. So we Spell Swindle. Is it, well, Spell Swindle makes +3 treasures. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright. You get a Carnage Tyrant. Opponent. We don't really counter it, though. We just get some treasures. I don't know if it's worth just getting treasures. Gets in at Tezzeret. Okay. Opponent hits us. Well, sack a treasure, draw a card. If we can flip a Storm the Vault, we could just steal the win that way. Another card, a Lava Coil. Well, play Tezzeret. Tick down Tezzeret. Make a Karnstruct. Draw cards with Tezzeret. Now what? Alright, I guess we just pass? Yeah, let's just pass. We might actually be pulling ahead. It wasn't Triskaidekaphobia. Yeah, we get treasures, but we would have had to sack 3 treasures to get 6 treasures, so it's not as good as... It's not as good as I would have liked. Opponent ticks up. Alright, you can have a treasure map. Especially since we could potentially Spell Swindle something in the future to get more treasures, like Vraska. This we will definitely Spell Swindle. Oh no. Okay. This also grows our Karnstruct big enough to block a Carnage Tyrant. Oh! Combo! It's a combo! Treasures growing. Growing the Karnstruct. So it can't get through. It wasn't Phage. This card is so unlikely. I would guess that most of you do not know the name of the card. Well, you definitely, I would guess that most of you do not know what the card does at least, and may not have ever even heard of it before. It is that unlikely. It is so far out there. Opponent passes. This deck is, oh, Storm the Vault. Oh, that's a Storm the Vault. Is that lethal? 6 artifacts. Well, we're going to flip it. That's for sure. Okay. So I think we just wait one more turn. We Lava Coil the Crossus. Get rid of the Crossus. We tick down Karn. We draw 2 with Tezzeret. The Storm the Vault's going to be great. Play a land. Play Storm the Vault. Go to our end step. Oh, Lord. 7, 6. Oh, we have so much mana. I think we just win next turn. Storm the Vault is actually doing things. It's doing things. It was not Release the Hands. It was not Shelldock. It's way, way less likely and crazier than that. It's a card that I don't believe has ever... I don't know if it's ever been played on Commander Clash before. If it was played, it's never resolved on Commander Clash before. It is that unlikely. I'm watching old Commander Clash episodes this week. Now I'm going to try to put together a Commander deck with Barren Glory as a win con. That is a sweet one. Ooh. Alright. Wilderness Reclamation. Not super excited about that. Treasure Map. Scries with Treasure Map. I mean, we should just win this turn, though. I don't want to tell you the colors. I think the kill is so good that I don't want to spoil it. I think it's good enough that you want to actually see it. All right, opponent passes. Oh. Okay, another one. So let's play the mountain. Let's make a Thopter. Opponent Growth Spirals, sure. Let's tick up card. Sailor means Expansion Explosion. That's a Sailor. Alright, go to combat. Attack. Hit our opponent. Down to 11. And now we just add a lot of mana. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Explosion for 11? Good game? Oh, Store the Vault is busted. Yes, hit you. We'll draw cards. Game? Game. What do you say, opponent? Sinister Sabotage. So copy. And opponent's done! And that is it! And that was the plan! Oh! Yeah, we could have double stormed there too. That was a thing of beauty. That was the dream for this deck, flipping the Storm the Vault and just going off. Dumb question, what's up with the prices of Misty Rainforest and Serum Powder? I know powder is like $5, but it's up 92% since last week, so I'm wondering what gives. So I believe that this is speculation based on the new Mulligan rule. Serum Powder is a card that theoretically works really well with the potential new Mulligan rule, giving you not only a free Mulligan, but the downside is reduced because then you can put that on the bottom. So it seems like a card that gets a lot better. Fetch lands, I think, are going up because it's basically been confirmed they're not being reprinted in Modern Horizons, and without the Modern Horizons reprinting, there's not a lot of potential reprint spots in Standard at the moment. So I think that is the main reason for both of those changes. All right, let's tune up our removal a little bit. Up negates, up mass manipulation. Our deck seemed pretty well suited for that matchup. Maybe go down a couple Sailor of Means and maybe... what's our last cut? I don't know what our last cut should be. It wasn't Hedron Alignment either. I feel like they're going to sideboard in... They're going to sideboard in... Actually, let's go down one negate. Let's just go 2 negates. They're going to probably sideboard in... Thief of Sanity. So we need some amount of removal, or we just get wrecked by Thief of Sanity. Makes sense. I get why Tarn is so expensive because of Phoenix. It's weird to me that Rainforest specifically jumped 40%. Traditionally, the blue fetch lands are the most expensive fetch lands. So I think that it might just be the colors more than anything. All right, couple of counters and a Karn, that's fine. You should splash black for Revelant Riches. We could, like, with so many treasures, we could play just about any color we wanted. This deck is sweet. This is definitely a unique deck. Quench is awful on the draw. It still gets a Thief of Sanity, which is something. I always found it curious that the EDH products have rarities. You get precisely as many mythics as you do uncommons. That's true. I think that that's just more of a sign to players, like this card is powerful. I think, especially for newer, less experienced players, the rarity is kind of just like a shorthand for how good a card is. So I think that's what it's more for, is signaling to players, like, this card is good, you should think about playing it. Was it Devastating Dreams? Yeah, Steam Vents tapped. You're not going to guess it. I'm telling you, you're not going to guess it. It's just not a thing that's going to happen. Fountain of Durazes, sure. Now, this hand's a little bad without any threats. Mount and go. I mean, we can counter things, but that's about it. Opponent pass. That's a little better. Steam Vents go. If we can resolve Tezzeret, life gets a lot better. Is it a dragon from Nesting Dragon? It's not, although Nesting Dragon is sweet. Opponent passes. Ooh, and Spell Swindle too? Alright. Spell Swindle is one of my favorite gotcha cards. It's so much value when it counters something. Tap out. Tap out. Tap out so we get Tezzeret. Opponent. Thinking. Bubbling Cauldron did do. Nope, nope, nope. Ooh, opponent hits a land. Alright, let's keep waiting. Next turn we have enough mana we can Karn with counter backup. That's even better than going shields down. Especially since we can Spell Swindle something. Opponent passes. Well, play a Mountain, play a Karn. And opponent thinking. No, we were talking about a Commander Clash game. I think we recorded a Commander Clash this afternoon, next week's episode, and I think we had the single best, least likely, jankiest kill in the history of the Commander Clash series. Opponent's really tanking on this Karn. There's like a disgusted face arena and a smiley face arena right next to each other. Yeah, let's quench it. Gotta get our quench value while we can. And I think we just tick down Karn for Eldest Reborn protection. No, not Ooh. Alright, well, we'll take a free land. That's fine. Treasure map. We'll play Sulfur Falls. Play Tezzeret. Opponent. Thinking. Alright. Make a Thopter. Go our Construct. Go attacking. Hit our opponent. Down to 18. And I feel like we're in pretty good shape. Planner Rambler, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. You must tell us we already know the card was definitely Taunting Elf. It was not Taunting Elf. And that's fine. Chemist's Insight's fine. Did you use the Commander Clash card to win? Yes, it was the card that won the game. Treasure map. Draw 2. Man, Tezzerets can be... Oh. Okay. Karn. And this one's over, boys and girls. It's just... I mean, our opponent missed some land drops, but... Maybe this deck is actually good. We are smashing through this control deck. How do you submit decks for the show or stream? Easiest way is just email me, saffronolive@mtggoldfish.com. Wandering Seth, what's up? Good to see you this fine evening. Yeah. I don't really want to let our opponent see our hand, if we can help it. Do we win this turn? Oh, God. I think we do. So we take down Karn. We make a Thopter. 6, 12, 13. We go to combat. We attack. For lethal? Whoa! Izzet Treasures! We pretty much just smashed that deck. Smashed it. Was it Seth who won with the card? Not going to tell you who won. Not going to spoil it. I really don't want to spoil the ending. That was a pretty good performance for our deck. I was a little worried that this deck might be janky, but it felt really good that game. We pretty much dominated that game. Not Heartless Hitasugu. Has anyone told you that you look like a husky version of Jesus for The Walking Dead? I think you're the first. I'm pretty sure. Did someone go off with Lich and Repayinkind? No. No Liches involved. Was the card Azor's Elocutors with filibuster counters? No. Way jankier than that. Well, I think it was a lot jankier than that. Jank levels are kind of like hard to account for sometimes, but I would consider this way jankier than Elocutors. Got your sticker? Awesome, J-Mob, man. The deck's been good so far. So far, we're 1-0. We just crushed Sultai control. Up against You Can Call Me Father. Was it a Petitioner's deck? It was not a Petitioner's deck. Vage of the Untouchable Fractured Identity. That's a sweet combo that I want to pull off eventually, but no. Opponent passes. Well, Sulfur Falls Treasure Map. Ugh, alright. Control again. Well, let's see how good this deck is against Control. Tater Dot, welcome. Oh, Dawn of Hope. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups cheer for our new subscriber. Well, let's get Treasury. Get in with Landry. Get a treasure. Hit our opponent. Down to 21. Pass the turn. No counters this turn, but we're doing okay. No Teferi can come down this turn. Revitalize, sure. Is our opponent just like blue-white life gain? Thankfully, we have a lot of counters. The opponent's passing? Alright. Saga Treasure, Scry. I actually think we're okay with keeping a Quench. With our opponent being tight on mana, Quench actually seems really good. Play Sulfur Falls. Go to combat. Attack. Hit our opponent. Treasure. Yeah, play Sailor Means. Get a treasure. This deck has been sweet so far. Hey, thank you, Wandering Seth. You've really stepped up your stream game in the last little while. I can remember watching your stuff before any cam. I feel like the cam's a pretty good addition. I feel like the response has been almost overwhelmingly positive to, well, there's a situation where Quench is not as good. I feel like it's been a pretty positive response, though, to the Beard Cam. I mean, we get to flip a treasure map. I think we're going to just outdraw this deck. Definitely do not want another Lava Coil. Yeah, let's flip it. Opponent. Sulfur Falls. Whatever. To the bottom. We kind of just want a Planeswalker. Expansion and Explosion is sweet, at least. Go to combat. Attack. Hit our opponent. This is a list. Thanks for being willing to help. Ooh, let me see. Oh, Elves. Elves is, sweet. It looks like a pretty solid elf list. Just ordered my sticker. Yeah, if you are a sub and you have not ordered your sticker, you can still get them with the reward command. It's the dragon sticker up at the top of the screen. I still got to get mine. I have not got one yet. I really want one to put on my laptop. Did you see your... Yes, I saw Weezer. Ugh. Has a section on the Fortnite map. Weezer... Weezer is something else. Weezer's like my favorite band and also my least favorite band. That is my take on Weezer. Satyrian Cruisels, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. It kind of amazes me that a deck that used to be so awesome could also manage to be so incredibly bad. Hit our opponent. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, let's just pass. Let's just pass. I'm tempted to Expansion Explosion, but I feel like we shouldn't yet. Gabu Shiffy, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Oh. Favorite Modest Mouse song? Another treasure map's fine. Karn's very good. Third Planet, maybe? I really like Third Planet. That's a song, it's my favorite right now. It goes back and forth, but that's one that I've had in heavy rotation on my playlist lately. Is the Nexus... we don't have any Nexuses in this deck. It was not Near-Death Experience. Do you like the Black Keys? If so, have you listened to their new song? Black Keys are fine. I'm not a, like, crazy Black Keys fan. I have not heard their... if they have a new song, I haven't heard it yet, though. Let's treasure map. See what our opponent does. Let's it resolve. Alright, let's just pass. I guess our opponent can start making tokens? Or Chemister's Insight. That also works. I mean, eventually we're going to resolve this Expansion Explosion. La Cucaracha is one of my least favorite Ween albums, honestly. Scry with treasure map. Sulfur Falls to the bottom. Sack a treasure, draw a card. I don't like this. I don't like this search for his Contra resolving. Okay. Is Kanta opponent passing? We draw. Mountain. Alright, we're going to try to get down Tezzeret. Play a Mountain. Play Tezzeret. See what our opponent does. Absorb. So we will... Quench Absorb? Quench is pretty good here. Quench Absorb. Get a Tezzeret. Draw 2.
Brilliance comes easily to me.
And, yeah, go attacking. Pass the turn. The treasure production is in full swing. When is Richard going to start making content? I don't think Richard has the time to make content. I think he's pretty busy with the site stuff. Outside of Commander Clash, we corral him into Commander Clash, and he likes playing Commander, so it works. But I would be surprised if we ever saw dedicated Richard content. I just don't think he has the time for it. That's what he has me for. He gets to do all the fun stuff that he likes, like programming the site, and I get to play Magic all day. Ooh, Captain Lannery Storm. I'd rather have something more for the control matchup. To the bottom. Untap. More counters especially would be good. Flip treasure map. Island to the bottom. Get some treasure. Draw a card. Ugh. All the lava coils. Alright. Draw. I really enjoy your Pauper videos like Mono Black Land Destruction. Is there more Pauper content coming soon? I need to play some more Pauper. It's been too long. So yes, more Pauper is on my to-do list, along with more Legacy Vintage. We already started the series, sort of. Alright. Yeah, let's just copy Copy absorb. Absorb the absorb. Get a card. Make a construct. Go attacking. And this is another pretty dominating performance for this deck so far. I'm sorry, Spawn Love. PhD is important. Don't let me distract you. Richard may be the owner of Goldfish. How do you feel about being the face of MTG Goldfish? I guess I'm just used to it at that point. It was never an intentional thing. It, like, just sort of happened. Ooh, there's the combo. Fountain of Renewal, Down of Hope. Opponent's going to get to start drawing cards. We've already drawn, well, I guess the same amount of cards as them. Opponent. I feel like we're winning this game, though. Somehow. Planeswalkers are powerful, apparently. Hey, Seth, would you do an arena tips video on signs or signals your opponent might give? Ooh, that is a great topic, because there are things you can learn from that. Strange that you're the face, even after going so long without a cam. I guess that is true. The change to a cam has been interesting. There's some people that don't really like it, but in general, I think it's been good in general. Do we just keep drawing cards? All right, let's take down Karn. Make a construct. Draw some cards with Tezzeret.
Let's see how you respond to genius.
1, 2, 3, 4. So they can, all right, that's fine. Go to combat, attack. They can make a chump blocking lifelinker, but I think that's fine. All right, makes a dork. That's fine. Teakman, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Yeah, we did kind of have a reveal on the Super League. Now, I think that was the first time I'd really done camera. I'd been to some GPs and stuff, but I hadn't done video content. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I guess we can't just win with Expansion Explosion this turn. So I guess we play Sailor Means. Get a treasure. Sailor Means, get a treasure. Steam Vents, untapped. Pass the turn. Alright. Opponent needs something. They need a sweeper. We're just going to kill him. What headset does Seth use? The audio is always super clear. This is a funny story. I use this Gamecom Palantronic Peltronics Gamecom. I think it's a 788, and I bought a refurbished one like years ago on Amazon because it had good reviews and it was cheap. And I have constantly had people say that they think the audio sounds really clear, so I've just stuck with it, and they're not that expensive. I mean, it's not like $20 headset, but I think it's like $50 or something. Like, it's a pretty... Ooh, this is actually pretty fine. This is painful for our opponent. It's actually pretty inexpensive as far as decent headsets go, so I would highly recommend it. I've gone through 3 of them now, and I'm about due for a new one. I don't know how much you can see it, but like the earpiece, one of the earpieces is broken, so I'm due for another one. Yeah, all right. There goes our artifacts, but we get back a Lannery. Opponent. Passing. I mean, I think we're still just winning. We are 1-0 right now. Oh, Spells Window's super good. Take up card. Lannery Island. Let's make a... let's draw a card. Our hand's not that great. All these lava coils aren't great. Steam Vents. Play an island. Go to combat. Attack. This spell swindle is going to be good. We're going to spell swindle something big, hopefully. Go attacking. I want to see Seth go into a new radio clear microphone. If you have ideas of upgrading my audio setup, I would love to have a non-headset setup now that I'm doing video stuff. The one thing that I kind of don't like about the headset is it is a little bit awkward looking. The winning card was not Scornful Egotist. 13, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright. Pass the turn. Discard a million lava coils and steam vents. And see what our opponent could do. What was your record in Vintage Super League? So, sadly, my overall record was 2-4. Although, there is good news. My record versus Matt Sperling was 2-0. So apparently I am the Sperling assassin. Which is funny because Matt is way better at Vintage than I am and way more experienced in Vintage. So, I mean, obviously he just didn't get lucky against me because if we played 100 Vintage matches, I'm sure he would win 70 of them or something, 60 some of them. But it was funny that I 2-0'd Sperling somehow. Definitely USB. So I have a Blue Yeti mic, but I have not had the greatest of luck. Making it sound good. So that's something to overcome. The Yeti just has never sounded right for me. Did you see my Mardu Hero Precinct 1 deck I emailed you this morning? I got the email, but I haven't looked at the deck super closely yet. It sounds sweet, though. Clearly, you need more mocks in Vintage. I think what I learned this week was probably should play Power 9 cards. The Mono Red Prison deck is sweet, but I was very jealous of playing against like Rich and just having him draw like 40 cards or whatever. Ooh. All right, that's good enough to spell swindle. Wait, does this let us win? 2. So this would be 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. Explosion you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Explosion for 5. Hit our opponent. Draw the cards. And I think this is just Lannery combo. Sack the treasures. Wow, this deck has been crushing it. It has been literally crushing it. Alright, treasure sacked. 5U. Game. Lord's Nev, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. And Kaboom Cram, welcome you as well. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. And that was... that was pretty good. A mic stand is key, or you will just hear shaking all the time. Maybe I was trying to just set it on my desk, so maybe that's what I was doing wrong with the Yeti. That was a pretty good performance. I got mine when it was originally set to 8K, which is like a telephone. I set it much higher, and the quality instantly changed. Ooh, interesting. Well, maybe I just haven't turned up the settings enough. Did Cauldra get the kill? It was not Cauldra. You're never gonna guess it. I'm telling you, it's not gonna be guessed. Opponent's playing control, so we get 3 negates, and maybe like River's Rebuke, and go down the lava coils. I feel like we're in pretty good shape to deal with control. Like most of our deck, I guess we can mass manipulation. How many? Do they have enough creatures? Oh, Banefire, I guess makes sense. Go up to Banefire, go down to Sailor of Memes. Maybe just run it like that. Deck seems spicy. I miss the days of Spell Swindle and... Oh, yeah, that was fun. Back when Improvise was a thing. That was super fun. It wasn't Tibalt. There was a exceedingly janky and unlikely kill on the Commander Clash we recorded today that goes up next week. And people are trying to guess what the kill is. And no one's going to do it. I would guess that most of you don't even know the card exists. It's that janky and far out. Like, you don't even know. Darksteel Reactor, it is not. I haven't seen anyone say it, so I don't think anyone's guessed it yet. Yes, I did say that I wasn't even sure how the card worked when it was cast. Ugh. One lander, one. Okay. 5 lands. We're doing it. Okay. Well, I mean, technically this is better than 1 land. Fountain Renewal. Oh, Steam Vents, go. Opponent, gaining life. Please, no Dawn of Hope. No Dawn of Hope. Prismatic Panic. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soup cheer for our new subscriber. Alright. Lots of lands. Many, many. Field of Ruin for our opponent. And passes. Well, Mountain, you. Did you see the 13 land mono red deck on Arena? He always got +2 lands on turn 2. So I actually tweeted about this because someone sent me the video. My thinking is that because I tried a 16 land mono red deck at one point on Arena, and I found myself getting mana screwed all the time. So my take is, my guess, I guess, is that it was, instead of being like broken or anything, I think it's more just like small sample size and good running. So that would be my take on it. So I think for a small number of matches, you could always hit your second land and do well. All right, search for Iskanta. This deck could definitely run Field of Ruin, and probably should. Another Fountain Renewal. All right, go ahead. Found it. Stacking up those triggers. Is a card from a set before Future Sight. I don't want to give it away. I don't want to give it away too much. Maroxy, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soup cheer for our new subscriber. Oh dear. Opponent, Chemister's Insight. Sure. Oh boy. Well, we started with 5 lands on a mull to 5, so I guess we can't be too complainy about how this is going, which is not well. It was not a alt win condition in the, like... I mean, we gotta try it. I expect it not to work. Whoa! Okay, it did work. Well, that was a big swing. Oh, opponent played around our Quench and got spell swindled, and if we draw Planeswalker, we would have still been in the game. We did not. And now our opponent gets to flip his Kanta. Ugh, close. It's not Baron Boncount. It is not a silver bordered card. Opponent. Yeah. Triggering. That was our turn to draw a threat and get back in this game. Opponent. Did not flip his Kanta. Alright, play a land, pass the turn. Well, Expansion Explosion's another way we can get in the game. Passes. Sacks a Fountain, draws a card. Okay, sacks a Fountain. Well, I guess it's time. 5, so we can go 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's Explosion for 7. 7 our opponent, draw 7 cards. And this lets us leave up Quench in case they have a negate. Yes, we would like a new hand. Just to revitalize. Okay, that's fine. They're going to flip Iskanta, but we got a new hand of cards. Yup. Discard Sailor of Means and Mountain. Oh. Sailor means Mountain. Lannery Storm? Alright, opponent. Play it to Fairy if you got one. We are kind of actually in this game after having the worst starting hand. My prediction is we will get a way to interact with emblems in War of the Spark. That's just a guess, but that's my guess, is that we will. I feel like it's something they've hinted at would come at some point, and this seems like the time to do it, especially after seeing, all right, there's the Teferi. Yeah, we can't actually stop that. Especially after seeing some of the busted... emblems from, like, Sarah. The Worship emblem is so good. Opponent, untapping. Yep. Expansion Explosion. We'll play Sulfur Falls. Pass the turn. Opponent. They gotta do something. Chemister's Insight. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Explosion. For 5. Kill Teferi, draw 5. Whew, Teferi down. There's our Planeswalkers finally. Yup, opponent gets to draw some cards, but now we have the threats. We do have to discard a bunch of cards, but now we're in pretty good shape. Saxa Fountain, sure. Discard Quench, Quench, Island. Ugh. Quench? I guess we're discarding all the Quenches now. Alright, pass the turn. Yeah, that was a lot of Quenches. Land for our opponent. They actually have less cards in their deck, too. Main phase Chemister's Insight. Okay. Are we going to win? We mauled a 5 and kept a 5-land opener. Mauled a 5-land opener, and we're going to win this game, I think. I think we're favored, at least. Opponent gets an Absorb. Okay. And... Fountain of Renewal, sure. Opponent. Discards. Well, play a Mountain. Play Karn. Resolves. Make a Karnstruct. Play Tezzeret. Draw 2. And pass the turn. I cannot believe we're going to win this game. We found our Storm the Vault, too. Maybe this deck is just actually legitimate. I've had 2 Yeti microphones suddenly not work. Ugh. I've always heard good things about Yetis, but I have never personally had much luck with it. Was it Magma Mind? No. That is probably the right jank level, but it is not the card. Opponent passes. Treasure Map. Play Sulfur Falls. Tick down Karn. Draw a couple of cards. Play Storm the Vault. Welcome to the Visual. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Are we fighting over this one, opponent? I think if they counter it, we just let it go. Unfortunately. And leave up our counters. 1, 2. Oh. Alright, never mind. Maybe we just copy it? Copy Devious Cover-Up. Opponent absorbs. Spell, swindle, absorb. Devious cover up, the devious cover up. Shuffle back, spell, swindle, spell. Opponent's done! Whoa! Whoa! We mulled 5, kept 5 lands, and dominated that game. Alright, treasures. Treasures, treasures, treasures. Whew. We swindled them. We swindled them good. I mean, so far we've played 2 decks more on the control side of the scale, but we have crushed them. How did your league go the other night after the stream? Oh, like the Vintage Super League? Ended up going 1-2, which, we won a game, which is good. I think Copy Absorb and Spell Swindle, their cover-up would have been better, but good game. Yeah, that might be true. Well, so far, so good for Izzet Treasures. We are just treasuring people. Our current plan is not to create things that mess with opponents' emblems. Things that positively interact with your emblems is possible, but that's a pretty narrow case use. Ooh. Interesting. Well, maybe we won't get anything that interacts with emblems. I still think it's possible. Swamp for our opponent. Main deck duress. Interesting. Main deck duress. What is happening? Yeah, Magma Mind is 4-mana artifact. Whenever an artifact goes to the graveyard, its controller loses 2 life, I believe. Something close to that, at least. Opponent, land. Alright, Mountain go. Main deck duress. Swamp for our opponent. Passes. Well, Island, Lana Restore. Opponent. No. Bedazzle. Well, Mountain and Karn. Take it up. Hopefully there's no Eldestry board. That would be bad. Land. Stuff that hits emblems could be bad for EDH. Really? I don't think that destroying emblems could... I don't see how it could really be bad. Alright, opponent has Bedevil. Opponent likes the manually tapping as well. Land for our opponent. And... okay. That is acceptable. Maybe they have 2. I don't really want to get Tezzeret. Alright, so I guess we just Tezzeret make a Thopter to avoid... Tezzeret make a Thopter to avoid Eldestry board. Pass the turn. Discard Lava Coil. Opponent. Oh. Opponent has the most Planeswalker destruction I've ever seen. Ugh. That's not ideal. And now this is going to resolve and get back our Tezzeret. That's also not ideal. Huh. Awkward. Awkward. Jeez. Main deck duress, Bedevil. Well, that's a Karn. So play an island, play a card, take up the card. That's not a bad draw. We're still in it. Another double land hit from Karn. Go attacking. Hit our opponent. Bedevil is definitely a sweet card. So here comes our Tezzeret, which we are going to have to deal with eventually. And we don't have a really clean answer to. Yeah. Tezzeret resolves. Expansion Explosion would be great. Opponent makes a Thopter. Oh, jeez. What are we even supposed to do about that? They drew every Bedevil and a Eldest Reborn. How do we get out of that? Hmm. I don't know what we do now. I think our opponent's hand has just been lined up really well with our deck. It's janky, but it's lining up well. So we can only Expansion Explosion for 3? 3 is not a high number. Yeah, I guess we just pass. See what our opponent does. Plays Memorial in their no creature mono bedevil deck. Opponent gets in. Yep. Well, I guess we counter that. Although Memorial's going to get it back. Not looking good. Not looking good. Untap. Island. Attack Tezzeret. Opponent blocks. Yep. Well, pass the turn. We can Explosion to get some loyalty off Tezzeret. Yeah, 3 it's just not a high number. Opponent land. Makes a Thopter. Combat. Attacks. Down to 18. Well, alright. So, Explosion for 4. Hit Tezzeret. We draw 4. Oh, come on. Something. All lands in a second Storm the Vault. That is not what we were looking for. Well, we need one more Expansion Explosion. Opponent, yes, gets back Siege Gang. They still have the Tezzeret. Was the card from Commander Clash Jinx Choker? It was not Jinx Choker, but that's a very funny guess. Opponent, Thopter. Siege Gang. Spell Swindlet. So we get to flip our Storm the Vault. Come on, Expansion Explosion. Gets in. We draw. Nothing. We play a land. We flip our Storm the Vault. That doesn't do anything. Oh! This is so brutal. I feel like we should be dominating this game, but our draw has not worked. Now our opponent gets to start drawing. Well, thankfully our opponent has not drawn cards with Tezzeret ever. Opponent. Thinking. We need a payoff. We need a payoff. We are running out of time. Triple Bedevil has really wrecked us here. Alright, sure. Bane fires. Karn. Play card. Take up card. Play the mountain. Pass the turn. Oh, so much nothingness has been drawn. Opponent makes a Thopter. Goes to combat. Hits us. Down to 4. I think we're going to lose to a manual tapper. That's disappointing. Commander Clash Wid card, Hellcarver Demon. It is not Hellcarver Demon, although that's another good guess. Alright. Well, that has been the worst running I have. Ugh. Yikes! Yikes, yikes, yikes. That is disappointing. Disappointing and depressing. Ooh. Alright, on to the next one. What happened on VSL? I couldn't find the stream on Tuesday. Ended up going 1-2. Beat Matt Sperling, lost to 2 control decks, but it was fun. Huh. What do we do? So opponent's just playing Bedeviled Tribal. Boy, the comedy of errors that got to that situation was a little brutal. Well, I guess negates are good. We're going to cut our lava coils, and then our opponent's probably going to have mono creatures, and their draw was just, like, weird. Ugh. I guess mass manipulation's probably fine. Maybe we go 2 Storm the Vaults. River's Rebuke could also be good. Yeah, alright, let's go down 1 more lava coil. Run it like... What's going on? Oh, we're missing... I see. Where's... alright, let's run it like that. How good is the second best of 1? I don't know if it's better or worse than best of 1. I haven't played it in best of 1. Only 1 mass manipulation in Izzet deck, which makes 1,000,000 mana. Why do you disappoint me so? Well, this is an instant deck, so I didn't actually build it myself. You know they're going to have turn 1 duress on this treasure map, because they're main decking it for some reason. Ooh, opponent. Trying to find Bedeviltron. Was the winning card Shivik Gorge? It was not. You always seem so happy. Can you show the chat your mad phase? I don't know if I have a mad phase. Maybe like... I really am... That's just my personality. If you talk to people that know me in real life, I would assume that they would say pretty much the exact same thing. It was not a land. Alright, treasure map. Bone it. Tap land. Well, we need to find lands. That's a mountain. That counts. That counts as a land. So draw a mountain. Play the land. Our hand is really good if we get to... If we just curve out, basically. Legion Warboss. Well, that is quenchable. There's definitely nothing wrong with manually tapping. It does slow down the game in a somewhat awkward way, but there's nothing wrong with it. Alright, play Sailor, pass the turn. Opponent, untaps. And. Alright, Rekindling Phoenix. Well, treasure map. Quench to the bottom. Treasure map. Sailor to the bottom. Flip. Draw. Steam Vents. Well, run out Karn. How do we beat a Rekindling Phoenix? Do we have anything that actually beats a Rekindling Phoenix? Oh, that's a thing that beats a Rekindling Phoenix. Mass Manipulation are one of. That is a card that gives us a chance. Stealing Phoenix seems pretty good. Opponent, combat, attacks, face, ignoring card. Okay. And another Phoenix. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. Am I miscounting this? Can we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Jeff PD and Targon, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. I think we have a plan. Big soup cheer for our new subscriber. Hello, Rekindling Phoenixes. X2. Take you. Take you. Izzet Treasures. Got him! Yeah, I don't know why our opponent played that way, but we'll take it. Ooh, those are some nice phoenixes. Thank you for the cheer, Butmus. Ooh. They even saw it, too. All right, they kill one of their own phoenixes. Sure. Uh-huh. Okay. Wow. I don't think our opponent realized that we can't get the phoenixes back. I don't know why you'd kill a 0/1 token. Alright. Play an island. Also, just so it's clear, there's absolutely nothing wrong with manually tapping, if I didn't say that already. Tezzeret. Thop. Pass the turn. I mean, our opponent crushed us at game 1. But, yeah, I mean, that's the great thing about Arena is it's really good at bringing in new players. What are y'all expecting? Oh, okay. Well, I don't know if I agree with this line, but I see what they're doing now. They wanted to kill the Phoenix so they could get it back with Memorial. All right. That's I mean, I don't think that was a good line, but it does make some amount of sense. Manually tapping killed my dog. So what are y'all expecting for would the Phoenix have come back on the opponent's side? It would not, because we control the token, so we would just not sack the token, and even if we did sack the token, there's no Phoenix in our graveyard, so it doesn't work that way. You're a filthy manual tapper. I was just messing around, Mr. Nobody. And, I mean, manual tappers still rank above Tron players, so don't feel too bad. What are you expecting in Dual Standard for this Invitational coming up? I've seen Wizards and started to advertise it a little bit on social media. What are you expecting? Well, I think since we saw 1 million Rekindling Phoenixes, let's go down more. Another Sailor, and maybe we don't go River's Rebuke and keep the Lava Coils. How different do you think Dual Standard is going to be from Normal Standard? Who ranks lower, Tron or Boggles? Tron is the lowest rank. That's like tier 3. Boggles is also part of the same tier, but it is not quite as bad as Tron. Well, we have Quench Tron, which actually is probably decent. Unless our opponent has Treasure Map, then if they have Treasure Map on turn 2, it's a little less good. Steam Unstepped. No Treasure Maps. Swamp. Passes. Oh. Alright, well, now we Treasure Map. Still no Treasure Map, please, about it. Swamp. Treasure Map. Land. Alright, that's land. Now we should be good. Quenchtron is gonna buy us a lot of time. Land, go. Bone it. It's so hard to take a... Alright, let's just pass. It's so hard to take a card that your opponent has 3 of, even if it's right. Oh, poor opponent. Opponent's missing land drops. Possible they should not have kept this hand, I guess. We'll keep Steam Vents. Draw Steam Vents. Go to our main phase. Shock ourselves. Play Lannery Storm. Go attacking. Get a treasure. Hit our opponent. Flip Treasure Map. Definitely keeping Karn. And go ahead. And we are pretty far away now. Whoa! We got a... Wow, opponent scoops it up. And we are up to... We're up to 3-0. And we just got a big donation. $50 donation. What is up with all these donations lately? It is blowing me away. It is really crazy. $50 donation from Zazie. The real question is, are burn players people again or no? I don't know how I said that originally. Thank you so much for the donation, Zazie. I think there's not too many things that I've said that I regretted, but I think saying that bird players don't count as people, I think that the way I worded that was probably a bit too harsh. I don't want anyone. I like to make fun of decks that I don't like, but I don't want to make fun of the people that play those decks. And I think bird players don't count as people. That might be. I don't know. I wonder if that's one of the quotes. I don't know if bird players count as people. I mean, I guess maybe that's not too bad. Oh, thank you so much, Sazi. Nexus players, they definitely aren't people. They're some sort of cyborg. They're like Barry and Archer. Those are Nexus players. Some sort of half man, half machine hybrid that just beat you up all the time and you can never win against. That's how I view Nexus players. Before we get to a next round, a reminder that the sponsor of tonight's stream is Spikes Academy. And they got a sweet new course from Seth Manfield, The Art of Sideboarding, which it's a really interesting and important topic. So if you're interested, the first 200 students who sign up for the course can use the code SIDEBOARDING and get 15% off over at spikesacademy.com. So thank you to Spikes Academy for supporting the stream. Also, you can learn more, Spikes_Academy on Twitter, and Seth will be joining us for next week's podcast. So if you want to hear Seth's thoughts on sideboarding, Mythic Invitational, Magic Pro League, all that stuff, make sure to tune into the podcast on Monday. Going to be super interesting to talk to Seth. I'm excited for it. Yes, we're close to Sethtron. Who is there a third Seth in the Magic community? You got me, Seth Manfield. Who is the third Seth in Sethtron? We need one more Seth. We're close. The power would be too great if Sethtron was assembled. Also, why everyone's here, because the stream, you get the trickle in and then peak and then trickle out. Big reminder, Monday. Oh, Sethro Jenkins, you can complete the Sethtron. Big reminder, Monday is the kickoff of our third stream of the week. Gonna start streaming Mondays 2 Eastern, hopefully an accessible time for non-North American people. Maybe in North American too, depending on what you're up to these days. But yes, Monday 2 Eastern time. The plan for this stream is, I don't know what Monday's stream will be in specific, but I'm hoping to do generally like 2 standard, 1 modern or older formats generally. Also, the Monday stream, there is one exception to this. Yes, 2 p.m., 2 in the afternoon Eastern time. There is one exception to this. During spoiler season, when I do the daily spoiler videos, spoiler season is just so overwhelmingly busy, and the extra spoiler video I have to do during the day, I will probably not do the bonus Monday stream during spoiler season. So when we're in spoiler season, rather than having a bonus stream, we will most likely just have the daily spoiler videos. But outside of spoiler season, planning on making it an every week thing, 2 p.m. Eastern time as a starting time, and then we'll go from there and see what you all think. If 2 p.m. is not the most ideal time, we can always change it in the future. Can't you just get Crim to do daily spoilers? I mean, I probably could, but I like talking about new Magic cards. I mean, I guess we could talk about them on the stream as well. Storm the Vault. We're kind of getting run over. Huh. Well, land Tezzeret. Tezzeret Thopter. How can we win? Maybe Aggro is the bad matchup for this deck. Quantum, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. I guess we're mostly hoping our opponent's distracted by this Tezzeret and not attacking us. That's probably our best chance. Oh, dear. Wow. Okay. Well, they are distracted by the Tezzeret. I'm still not sure what else we have. This is an... Ooh, I know what this deck is missing. This deck needs Star of Extinction somewhere. This deck seems amazingly perfect for Star of Extinction. Somewhere in the 75. I think we're just dead, though. Tezzeret. I don't think there's anything we can draw that gets us out of this. Yeah, we're literally dead. All right. There should be Star of Extinction. Whoever built this deck should have put Star of Extinction to the sideboard. We do have some stuff. Shivan Fire is good. Fiery Cannonade is good. Fountain of Renewal. I don't know if we want Fountain of Renewal in this matchup. This is a matchup where Spell Swindle gets worse. Storm the Vault is a lot slower than it needs to be. Captain Lannery Storm even is a little hit or miss. Maybe we go down one Tezzeret. Ugh. One Tezzeret, one Lannery Storm. Maybe something along those lines. Could also splash white. Your video on the fastest draws on Arena blew my mind. Ooh, I'm glad your mind was blown. G-Butts, I'm glad it was helpful. Rebuke and Quench out. I kind of want Quench, but I can't see an argument for Rebuke. I guess we can go down a Quench. Alright. Yeah, let's try it like that. Oh, I wish we had Star of Extinction. This is the treasure deck. Oh, so spoiler season starts, I believe, with the Mythic Invitational at the end of the month and goes through the first 3 weeks of... next month. Sailor. Alright, we need something faster than that. Steam Vents tapped. I mean, we got blockers, but we're going to need removal. Because Sailor means can't hold down the fort forever. Opponent. Alright, that doesn't help. Land go. I really think Sailor is too much in too many matchups. I mean, it's been good in all the matchups we've played so far. If you want to send me a deck, YouTube comments works or saffronolive at MTGGoldfish.com is perhaps the best way. Alright, let's Sailor of Means. Sailor is a really good blocker. I will give it credit for that. And we can treasure to kill a hasty threat. Ew, Venerated Loxodon. Alright. Sure. Growing the Dorks. Oh, now we draw Quench. Huh. I'll play Lannery Storm. Go attacking. Get a treasure. Opponent. Takes it. Alright. Well, pass the turn. Land. Let's Shivan Fire a token. Don't want our opponent to flip this Legion's Landing. Sailor of Means is just 055 nautical compartment. Yeah. It's a lot of mana to kill the Loxodon. I think they have another one. Ugh. Boy, we need a... Well, That might have been my bad. It's possible we should have just countered that. And, oh, we draw nothing. Yeah, I think we should have... gave up our treasures to counter that. Especially since we have no sweeper. Yeah, we're giving up the treasures now. Yeah, that was a bit of a... That was a punt. We should have just sacked the treasures. Well, kill the Loxodon. And I don't know how our deck gets out of this, honestly. History of Benalia. I guess we probably weren't going to get out of it even with... Ugh. Opponent flips. Well, block. Well, our deck has been insane against control, but I feel like maybe aggro is where it struggles. Although that seems like a fixable problem. We draw land, and we will scoop it up. Our deck does not have a card that can get out of this scenario. Well, that was a little bit worse than our first 3 matches that we just kind of cruised through. This feels like a deck that has more potential than I thought, but it's a little bit off by a few cards. Not having a sweeper seems very risky. Closing in on 1,000 punts, that's pretty sweet. Probably worse against that red-white version than just straight white-white. Yeah, that's probably true. I just love Star of Extinction. It seems like a pretty easy card to have in our deck. Well, alright, we'll try this. Yeah, Star of Extinction is a card that I would definitely add. Ooh, alright, come on, red mana. So we can Lava Coil a Wild Growth Walker. Oh, Thought Erasure. Well, come on, mana of any kind so we can play Magic. Without this treasure map, life is a little sketchy. Lands, please? Whew, okay, that works. Play the island, pass the turn. I mean, if we curve out, we can just outpower this deck, potentially. Tap land. Opponent passes. Well, Mountain, Lannery. Okay. Well, that's fine. We still get a land out of the deal. Get a Mountain. Opponent. I will be so sad when Star of Extinction rotates. Such a great card for control and ramp. Yes, it definitely is. It's a sweet one. Well, play a card. Opponent. Is this it? Is Sultai control a big thing now? We've played Sultai control twice. Is Midrange like on the way out? Are you getting a Mardu Suns? Are we getting a Mardu Firesong and Sunspeaker video anytime soon? Yes, that is actually coming for Goldfish Gladiators tonight. We are trying Mardu Firesong and Sunspeaker. What advice would you have for a Johnny player starting Arena? How do I keep the jank dream alive without breaking the bank? Huh. That is a good question, and there is not a really easy or good answer. Oh, Mastermind's Acquisition. Interesting. I mean, if you're looking to not spend a lot of money, the best thing you could do is... The best thing you can do is just play a lot. That is the easiest way to... let's make a Karnstruck. The easiest way you can build a collection without spending money is just to grind and grind and grind. Alright, opponent gets a Carnage Tyrant. Huh. Oh, play Sailor of Means. Steam Vents. Take down card. Draw 2.
I know what must be done.
Play a treasure map. Pass the turn. I mean, in theory, we get to storm the vault next turn, and then we should be good. Land, untapped. Ritual of Soot. Man, that's a little annoying. So opponent gets to kill one of our planeswalkers. Alright. This also slows down our... This slows down our flipping of Storm the Vault by quite a bit. Kills our Tezzeret. How do we deal with a Carnage Tyrant? Do we deal with a Carnage Tyrant? Now, treasure map. Scry. Do not want to quench. Hey, Seth, glad to catch another stream. Love your content. Hey, thank you, smug-looking barrel. Treasure map scry. We get... Island Bottom. Draw. Karn. Well, go to our main phase. How do we get out of this? Let's make a Karnstruct. Play a Karn. Make a Karnstruct. If they have another Ritual of Soot, that's very bad. But pass the turn. If they don't have another Ritual of Soot, and they already played and discarded one, then we're in okay shape here. I mean, we can grow these Karnstructs pretty big once Treasure Map flips, and flip a Storm the Vault. And then maybe just combo kill. Yeah, Star would be super good. I do wish we had Star of Extinction. You gotta be kidding me. Alright. Well, I mean... Opponent's good at drawing Rituals, so I will credit them for that. Huh. This sort of reminds me of the first Rakdos game, where they just drew 3 Bedevils. This is seeming very similar, as far as just... Hey. Well, not a whole lot we can do about that. I don't think he tutored for... I don't think our opponent tutored for a Ritual of Soot. They were discarding Ritual of Soots earlier in the game. That's how bad they thought they were, but then they still just keep finding them. Opponent. Another treasure map. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. So keep treasure map. Flip treasure map. Draw treasure map. Go to our main phase. Play Storm the Vault. Play treasure map. Pass the turn. Flip Storm the Vault. Okay. We got a chance. What do you got, opponent? Land. Combat. We gotta find a way to deal with this Carnage Tyrant. That is option 1. We gotta find a way. Opponent gets in. Yeah, in general, Ritual of Soot isn't great against our deck, but it's been good this game. Wilderness. Okay. What is... Alright. Well, we'll quench. Oh, Rita, you are the literal worst. Oh, we had mana floating. Why would it pass our turn? Oh, Rita. That might actually be a big deal to have to sack that treasure there. That costs us a lot of mana and a lot of card draw. Sulfur falls to the bottom. We draw nothing. Well, float mana. Sack a treasure, draw a card. Nothing. Oh my god. Oh, this is the worst. Play a card. Oh boy. What is the name of the opponent? Night Rose is the opponent's name. Opponent in the tank. These lava coils are taunting us. They're so incredibly bad. Opponent. Last card, Devious Cover-Up. Alright. Gets back a bunch of cards. I still don't get the card guessing. What's the guess for? I guess Jester's Cap, by the way. We recorded Commander Clash today, and there was a pretty unlikely card that ended up winning the game. And people were trying to guess what it was, but not having much luck. Finally able to catch your stream in New Zealand. What are your thoughts on SRAM in Commander? I mean, it's mono white, which isn't ideal, but SRAM is a interesting commander. I think it does one thing, basically. I think you combo off with equipment, and that thing's fine, but it's not especially... there's not that much variance in gameplay. Ugh. Storm the Vault isn't great. So float for mana. Hope that Arena doesn't pass our turn and have it all go away. Draw a card. Interesting. Well, what amount can we explosion for? We need to stop a Carnage Tyrant. We don't have many ways for it. 5 would give us 4. Would give us mana for a Karn. Yeah, I guess we just explosion for 5. Draw some cards. Play a land. Yeah, I don't think there's anything that gets us out of this. Play Tezzeret. I really strongly dislike how Arena deals with phases. I think it is both bad and counterintuitive. I think I have no idea why Arena does it how they do, but they really need to have the actual phases of a game of Magic rather than just this weird clumping of a couple phases. Because I don't want a draw step stop. Who wants a draw step stop? No one in the history of the world sets a treasure map stop on their draw step. But, yeah. So that's something I would like to see changed. Why not play some more MTGO for the stream? I enjoy Arena in general. I think Arena is fun, and honestly, more people like to watch Arena, which is one of the main reasons that that it gets streamed more now, is just popularity is what people want to see. So that is the biggest reason that we've been seeing more Arena. Well, I guess we just bring in the gates. Since we don't have Starve Extinction, we don't really have a clean answer to Carnage Tyrants. Fountain Renewal doesn't do anything. I guess Banefire is probably fine. Alright, run it like that. I notice you do a lot of hand motions during your intro. I am wondering, did you do that before the beard cab? Yeah, it was pretty animated even before the beard cab. Alright. treasure map is good if it resolves. Steam vents go. Opponent. Tap land. Well, land, treasure map. Pass the turn. What's so bad about Standard? Oh, I don't think anything's bad about Standard. I think Standard's actually been in the best place it's been in a long time lately, honestly, which is pretty awesome. I mean, as far as, like, continued goodness, since Guilds of Ravnica came out, has been one of the best periods of Standard that we've had. That is unfortunate. I mean, I guess that's the risk of taking out our removal is... opponent can Thief of Sanity. I'll go to our main phase, play an island, go to combat, attack. Hit our opponent. Opponent takes it. Play a card. Take up a card. Get a mountain. Pass the turn. Oh, Thief of Sanity is very bad for us. What's your favorite Standard ever? Oh, that's a good question. Maybe like original Innistrad era, I really enjoyed. At least for the times when I've actually been actually playing somewhat competitively. Yeah, it's also possible that we just misplayed this matchup, and maybe we just needed to leave up counters every turn. That's the other possibility, that we just needed to be more on top of leaving up quenches. I'll play a land, scry to the bottom. Draw. Play a go to our main phase, play a mountain. Take down card, make a construct. Go to combat, attack. Get a treasure. About it. Down to 14. I mean, maybe we could just tempo him out. It's possible. What do you got about it? Assassin's Trophy, our card. Alright. We can't really stop that. Take a land. I don't know. We might have played this badly. Explosion is exiled by card. That's a way to get rid of the thief. Yes, that is true. Although, I don't know what the odds of it actually working out are, unfortunately. Opponent. Mills. Wow. They milled negate an expansion explosion? Whatever they took has to be pretty excellent then. Counter hostage taker. Opponent gets to untap all their lands because of a card that shouldn't have ever been printed. Play a land. Go to combat. Attack. I mean, we're going for the win. That's all we can do. I guess we can't win. Yeah, go attacking. Make a treasure. Opponent down to 6. Pass the turn. What do you got, opponent? What do you got? Untaps. Hydroid crosses. Counter it. Opponent gains a life. Man, can we steal this? Is there a chance that we can steal this? They draw one. They go to 7. They might have to chump with Thief of Sanity. Opponent passes. Well, sack a treasure, draw a card. Oh my goodness, come on. Let us steal this win. What do we draw? Sailor means. Okay. Oh, Spouse Window. Okay. That's interesting. Well, go to combat. Attack. Opponent, what do? We get a treasure. Are we going to steal this? Opponent. Blocks Lannery Storm. Come on, cast something. All right, goes to 1. Well, we will... play Sailor Means. Opponent's going to sabotage. All right, we'll let that go. Well, this is it. Opponent leaves it on top. Pass the turn. What do you got, opponent? Oh, boy. Opponent. Sailor would have potentially forced lethal, but it also would have tapped us down more than we would have liked. Well, that's good enough to spell Swindle. Opponent goes to 3. Untaps. 11 Treasures. Lannery Storm. Sack a treasure, draw a card. Pump Lannery Storm. We draw. Wow, are we going to win this after getting hit by that Thief of Sanity multiple turns? Karn. Well, go to combat. And opponent scoops it up! Whoa! We got there! This deck is actually pretty powerful. What is on my shirt? Tom Waits? Tom Waits is pretty awesome. If you've never listened to Tom Waits, listen to Rain Dogs. Rain Dogs is probably one of the best albums, one of my favorite albums, and probably one of the best albums ever made. He hasn't cast a Thief of Sanity card yet. That was a pretty good win. I thought we were dead for sure, but we managed to sneak it out somehow. Do we need to bring in more removal is the question. Oh, I think we played that poorly. I think we should have been leaving up counters all the time. Maybe we go down... Sailor Amines is a little hit or miss. Let's go down Sailor and go up Lava Coil, Lava Coil. Lava Coil, and I guess we can Mass Manipulation. It's good at taking crosses. Yeah, that's the era of Tom Waits that I really like. Swordfish Trombones, Raid Dogs, that kind of like early 80s era is my favorite. Alright, we'll keep it. It's a little slow, but we'll try it. The spell swindles can be really good. Treasure Map actually helps a lot. Steam Vents go. That's exactly the kind of draw that we wanted. Land for our opponent. Well, Mountain. Treasure Map. Pass the turn. Opponent. Scry with Treasure Map. And we'll keep card. Draw. Sulfur Falls. Or main phase. Sulfur Falls. Pass the turn. Chain Lightning. Ooh, are we talking Modern Horizons? Chain Lightning. Counterspell. Berserk. Obulette. Swords to Plowshares. Well, play a card. Resolves. Take
Until you have lived as a statue, do not talk to me.
up card. Man, Spell Swindletron's gonna be sweet eventually. Vraska's Contempt, sure. We get a land. Well, pass the turn. Alright, opponent. What do you got this turn? Hopefully nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. So on that list, ooh, nothing crazy. All right, play a mountain, pass the turn. Now we just want to spell swindle big things. Land. We would probably spell swindle a Cartage Tyrant just for the mana if our opponent cast it. Opponent. Passing. Alright. Out of that list, Chain Lightning, no. Counterspell, yes. Berserk, no. Amulet also. Amulet, yes, but I don't think it'll happen. I think it would be fine. Because of the color pie violations, it might keep it from happening. Swords of Plowshares, I'm going to say it's fine, but I'm going to guess no. So, out of that list, Counterspell, I'm very confident will be in. Amulet, I think, might be in for Pauper, even though it's a little awkward. And no to the other three. What cards do y'all think are going to be in Modern Horizons? I'm probably saying it incredibly wrong, but what would you expect? All right, play Solve for Falls, flip Treasure Map, keep a card, and let's just pass. Leave up these spell swindles. The treasures are coming. Opponent passes. We draw. Play Treasure Map. First, we gotta go to our main phase. Go to our main phase. Play Treasure Map. Pass the turn. Opponent untaps. And these spell swindles are either going to be insane or they're going to get cheaply countered. Is going to be sad. Hostage Taker. All right. Spell swindle it. All right. Opponent sabotages. That's okay because we can kill the Hostage Taker and keep our treasure map. Leaves it on top. Opponent hits our treasure map. Sure. We draw. Quench. Well, go to our main phase. Lava Coil Hostage Taker. Get back treasure map. Pass the turn. Amulet would be a good one. Wizards may make everyone happy completing the Battle Bond land cycle. Ooh, that would be a good one. Obulat, or however you say it, it's not good. It's just old and somewhat expensive because there's like one Pauper deck that used to be good that plays it. So it's a card that, it's basically like essentially like a black Oblivion Stone. But it would make Pauper players happy, which I think that's an upside. Do we even want to start sacking treasures? Let's not yet. Untap. Treasure map. We'll keep an island. Draw an island. Go to our main phase. Play an island. Pass the turn. Next turn is when we're going to start trying to do things. Ooh, Black Vice would be swing. Would be sweet. I was seeing Oblivion Ring out there. Yeah, that's what I was meaning. Oblivion Ring. Esper Sighted Lightning Rift. Oh, I would love to see the cycling cards. I've seen some people talking about him. My first reaction was it would probably be too good, but I might be wrong. It might be fine. Thief of Sanity. Alright, let's spell swindle it. Devious cover-up. Well, goodbye, treasures. Spell swindle it. Oh, hello, treasures. Whoa, it worked. Okay, now we're pretty good. We flip for even more treasures. Dak would be another good one. We will keep card number 2. Flip 10 treasures. We have a new donation from Berserker Bunny, $20 donation. Hey Seth, you've been my favorite MTG content creator for years. I just want you to know that you're awesome. Great beard too. Well, Berserker Bunny, thank you so much for the donation and the beard compliment. I think I prefer beard compliments to donations, really. I mean, both are great, but if I had to choose to never get a donation again or never get a beard compliment again, I'm pretty sure I would take beard compliments. Thank you so much, Berserker Buddy. Definitely appreciate it. Play the land, pass the turn, transform the store of the vault, and we're going to be set up for a really big expansion explosion. A game-ending expansion explosion next turn. Nosegad, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. All right, grab a island. We're still where we want to be. Opponent. Passes. Mountain. Karn. Take down card. Expansion explosion. And let's pass the turn. Pay no mind, opponent. Pay no mind. Pay no mind to Tolarian Academy. Aw, opponent. No. No, no, no. Well, alright. I guess we're just going to go for a safe one. And by that, I mean expansion explosion for 11. Probably going to get countered. It doesn't directly win us the game, but it's still pretty good. Marty, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for, whoa, it worked. Our new subscriber. Okay. Well, he probably could have went further. It actually worked. We'll grab an island, and we found another one. Huh? Why is it letting us choose multiple islands? That was weird. Alright, get an island. Opponent. Mass manipulation. Well, this seems worthwhile. Counter, counter. Good game. Man, Spell Swindle is pretty good in the control matchup. The treasures pour in. Oh, we're on full control. Alright. Untap. Opponent passes. Oh, that'll do it. Banefire? For like 10-ish? Good enough? Good game? Izzet Treasures? Whoo! Killing it! Killing it! Killing it! Well, we're up to 4-1. In this deck, it has been more effective than I thought. And it's pretty sweet when it does its thing. We are 4-0 against control decks and 0-1 against aggro. That is so far better breakdown. Is we've crushed every control deck, lost to the one aggro deck, but I don't even know how much that means. Like, it might just be that we didn't run that good. Is it good? Yes, I believe it is. It seems like it actually is pretty good. Surprisingly good, even. Whew. Oh, man. The other thing about Modern we were talking about earlier, we will definitely play a lot of Modern when, I mean, we play a lot on the YouTube, but we'll definitely play more and more, especially with Modern Horizons coming out. I am really hyped for that. $5 donation from Zephyrnaut. How about Anger Wonder Brawl Cycle in Horizons? So, at first, thank you so much, Zephyrnaut, for the donation. My first reaction would be fine. But when I think about, like, Dredge in specific, Dredge having all hasty creatures, well, actually, maybe that doesn't matter. The way their creatures come into play. Yeah, maybe they would just actually be fine. Anger's the one I would be most scared of. But it might be fine. Anger can definitely enable some combos. I would like to see Madness. I would like to see an actual Madness deck. Like Basking Root Wallas, Arrogant Worms. Although we just had that in... Oh, man. The Master sets all blur together. The last Master set, Ultimate Masters. So it might be that we don't actually get it reprinted just because of that, but Madness would be cool. I really think we're going to have mostly new cards and a few old cards. Alright. Lands of Spells, keep it. I think really, Modern is going to be so crazy for the next couple months because not only Modern Horizons, but also the Mulligan rule change, which that might even be, Wild Mongrel is so good. And I think it would be fine. It's so good, but in a way where I think it would be safe for Modern. Circular Logic, that could be, maybe that would be fine too. Alright, Sulfur Falls, go. Oh no, are we getting wrecked? Against Wilderness Reclamation, we basically are just, yeah, we're definitely getting Wilderness Reclamation and Nexus. Opponent, land, untapped. Do they have Wilderness Reclamation? This is probably the deck that is scariest in Standard with the new Mulligan rule, I think. I think we're just at the point where Nexus of Fate was... I think it was just a mistake. I think everyone knows it was a mistake. It should not have been made. Get in with the captain. Opponent gonna trade off. Alright. Well, pass the turn. Heisenberg hat for the 19th month in a row. Just finished my last midterm, made it back for the stream. How's it going? We are having some fun with Izzet Treasures, Heisenberg hat. Thank you so much for the resub. And the deck's actually been working fairly well. We've been crushing control. We're 4-1. Play a land. So opponent could have Frilled Mystic. Huh. Alright, well, I mean, Tezzeret. If you got a counter, you got a counter. Sinister Sabotage. Well, I had a counter. Wilderness Wreck could have been a rare or a mythic due to its power. Yeah. I think Wilderness Reclamation and Nexus of Fate are the biggest check marks against play design so far. There's been a lot of talk about play design and how good they've been for Magic, and I think in general it has been, but there's still some head scratchers that come out where you're like, how? How did anyone think that was a good idea? What's your main way of building your collection? Drafting or buying packs? Buying packs. I think I'm kind of in a unique situation because I need the cards for content, so it's pretty easy for me to justify another huge Colossus. So it makes it pretty easy for me to justify buying the cards because I need them for work, essentially. If I did not have the content considerations, boy, this was a rough one. We've kind of drawn the wrong half of our deck to compete with Turbo Fog. Our hand just doesn't do anything. Nexus of Fate number 2. Opponent gets in. Do you have another one? Chemister's Insight. Well, might as well copy it because nothing else is happening. We draw nothing. I mean, we're still just dead even if our opponent doesn't hit their combo stuff, unless we can kill Colossus. Untap land. Opponent gets in. Down to 5. And, alright. Well, that was not a great one. We definitely drew the very wrong half of our deck to have a chance against Turbo Fog. The new Mulligan rule, which I'm still not sure will go into effect because there's been a lot of talk and debate over it. I am of the thought that this rule is going to be incredibly broken in older formats, but the rule is Dentrail, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. I mean, we could potentially survive a turn, but we're drawing dead from that situation. I don't think there's. I think we're like 0% to win the game. So mulligan rule. Every time you mulligan to 7. So let's say you mulligan to 5. So you mulligan once down to 6. You draw 7 cards. When now you would draw 6 cards. You're like, okay, this 7 is not good enough. So you put those back, draw 7 cards again to mulligan to 5, quote unquote. And then let's say you're like, all right, this hand's pretty good. You get to choose a number of cards equal to the number of times you mulligan. So if you mulligan to 5, you would have mulligan twice, and put those cards of your choice on the bottom of your deck. So it's going to be interesting. I'm of the opinion that it is going to be absolutely busted in Modern, and we're going to see... We're going to either see the... one of 3 things. So I guess 4 things could happen. First, I could just be wrong. And it could be that it is not anywhere near as broken as I'm afraid it will be. If that's the case, everything is fine. No concerns, no problems, life is good. So that's a possibility. Another possibility is it is incredibly broken. Engineered Fun and Dodo McGee, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Well, get him a Lannery and pass the turn. So another possibility is it is broken, and Wizards is like, okay, this test didn't work, we're going to stick with the same mulligan rule, or keep working on different changes and not implement this rule. Third possibility, it's broken, but Wizards really wants it because they like it for standard and limited, and they force it through, and it basically ruins Modern, and Modern loses a lot of popularity. Option 4 is basically the same as option 3. It is broken, but Wizards implements it anyway. But in an effort to fix the format from the brokenness and the dominant combo decks, we just get a ton of bannings. Like banning's equivalent to after we saw the first Modern Pro Tour, where just like 10 or 15 cards from all the top decks at the Pro Tour end up having to be banned. Yeah, the Esper Legends deck, I've been messing around with it too, and it seems surprisingly effective. Have you considered scrying during your attack phase for more damage? Like sacking a treasure to scry? I don't know how good the incidental damage is here, really. Opponent. Crosses. 5 mana. Alright, well, let's Spell Swindle. Actually, no. Let's just Quench. Scry with Treasure Map. Island to the bottom. Crosses resolves. Treasure Map. Keep a Spell Swindle. Draw. Go to combat. Attack with Lannery. Hit our opponent. Get a treasure. Pass the turn. Opponent is Kanta. Can our Spell Swindles get us there? For some reason, they wouldn't split, basically, meaning they basically admit that this rule is entirely for new players. Well, I mean, this is what we got to do. If our opponent can counter back, we're in trouble. Lannery Storm. Triggering. Opponent. Do they have a negate? No negates. Please, no negates. Okay. Well, that's better than a negate. Blink of an eye on Treasure Map. So we get some treasure. Untap. Play Storm the Vault. Go to combat. Attack. Get a treasure. Hit our opponent. Get a treasure. Let's sack 2 treasures. Play treasure map. Pass the turn. Transform. Escanta, gonna flip. We're not that far away from winning. LSV said he believes it will be implemented and Faithless Looting banning would take care of most of the issues with Modern. I don't agree. I think my opinion is that it's going to have a much bigger impact on the format than that. I think people do not look enough at some of the fringe cases. Like, a case that benefits me because I like the deck is cards like Ensnaring Bridge, Blood Moon, Ensnaring Bridge, Simian Spirit Guide, those type of decks where you're looking for one specific card essentially to win the game, or, you know, a fast mana card and a Blood Moon to win the game. I feel like those decks get way more powerful. Restore balance type decks, combo decks in general. So we'll see. I mean, that's why they're testing it. My expectation is that when they do the Pro Tour, it is going to be basically all combo decks, and that it's very possible someone has essentially like broke the format, so to speak, where it's just the format is absolutely dominated by like a turn 2 kill deck. But we'll see. I mean, I could very well be the one that is wrong. And maybe, I mean, I hope that it's like a no big deal thing. I hope that the outcome is, okay, you ban a Faithless Looting and life is fine. Like, if that's the outcome, that's actually pretty sweet because... how do we do this? Alright, let's just vault. Play Tezzeret. I hope that that's the outcome because the rule seems really good for standard and opponent has Sinister Sabotage. Okay. Because the rule seems really good for standard and limited, and Wizards is not interested in having multiple rules for some reason, so I hope that the end result is that it's perfect for the format. So we'll see. It'll definitely be one of the most entertaining Pro Tours we've had in a long time. Boggles and Tron seem to really benefit. Yeah, I mean, any combo deck gets better, I think. Any deck that mulligans a lot gets better, and Boggles would be high on that list. With more combos, do you think Disrupting Shoal is a place as a substitute for Force of Will? So the problem with Disrupting Shoal is it's just really restricted. So I'm going to say no, but I mean, maybe I'm wrong. It just doesn't hit enough, and you need to have these really wacky mana costs to be able to stop everything. I think that we'll at least get a Force of Will substitute in Modern Horizons. I think actual Force of Will is a possibility, because I think Wizards might be mashing all this together. Like, they might know that, wow. Doesn't this just kill our opponent? It does! We might be Turbo Fog! So I think that it might be intentional that we're getting this rules change right when we're also getting Modern Horizons, and that might be Wizards like, alright, we're gonna make combo decks broken in Modern, so we're gonna put something crazy like Force of Will in Modern Horizons. With all these terrible cards being talked about, isn't it time for Blazing Shoal? Blazing Shoal is a card that I am very glad is banned in Modern. If it was unbanned, it would be very, very bad. The turn 2 Mono Blue Infect deck was pretty scary back in the beginning of the Modern format. Is there a combo that would benefit from having specific cards at the bottom of its deck? I don't think... I mean... there may be something in like Legacy or Vintage that I am not thinking of, but I can't think of anything in Modern that that really benefits from that. I guess there's like Tunnel Vision, but it's 6 mana, and that would mill your entire deck, I guess, if you knew what was on the bottom. So maybe there's something there, but 6 mana seems to make it fairly safe. I guess we just run it back. Yeah, Grenzo isn't in Modern. There's also, I mean, there's... I can't think of anything in Modern. Another deck that seems like it gets a lot more broken is Restore Balance. Restore Balance, decks that naturally, for some reason, want few cards in their hand seem to benefit. So it'll be interesting to see if someone just literally breaks Restore Balance. Like, best deck in the format breaks it, because Restore Balance, you want to be light on cards to make your opponent discard all their cards. So it seems like the odds of being able to go like Restore Balance, mulligan, 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 down to 4 or whatever. Restore Balance, what do we do here? We got to draw. Land? No. Alright, well, pass the turn. Little awkward. Opponent untaps. Not a good time to miss a land drop. Opponent land. And. Passing. Alright, treasure map. Also, like, Narset, the Narset combo deck would get better. Zombie Infestation gets better. So there's also, I mean, some of the decks that get better I like, and it'll be fun, but I don't know if more combos is healthy for Modern. Like, if there's one piece of negative feedback that I hear from people about Modern, it's that it's too fast and too based on degenerate linear combo decks. So I'm a little worried that, I'm a little bit suspicious that... What is going on? I'm a little suspicious that, going more that direction might not be the best thing. Okay. Well, that worked. Now we get to flip a treasure map. Ugh, it's not a land. Let's go bottom. I think we'd rather hit a land. To the bottom. Untap. Flip treasure map. Well, alright. We'll keep the second one. Draw a card. Pass the turn. Seth, I think the new mulligan rule make Gemstone Cavern Serum Powder a thing. If I could only know which deck would fuel it better, a Prison-style Chalice on one deck or combo deck, hard to tell. Yeah, I think that Serum Powder gets a lot better with this rule. That's definitely a good bet. Yawgmoth is a legendary creature going to be a Planeswalker Light. Yeah, it does. I don't know if there's a scry bug, but it does seem like cards pile on top of each other that way kind of often on Arena. What do you got, opponent? Well, alright. Up our treasure count a bit. Maybe we could just spell swindle our way through this match. Counter crosses. Trade up to 6 treasures. Resolves. Opponent passes. Play Storm the Fall. Pass the turn. Flip it. Oh! Are we going to storm off against... I think we're doing it. I think we're going to storm off through this deck. Opponent. Land. Wilderness Reclamation. Well, we will spell swindle that. Sabotage. Well, we will quench sabotage. Counter, counter. Get back some treasure. Opponent passes. Steam Vents. Well, Steam Vents, untapped. Play Lannery Storm. Go to combat. Attack. Get a treasure. Opponent down to 20. Pass the turn. Oh, man. Can we swindle this? Can we swindle our way through? Opponent, what do you got? Tap land. Next. Oh, next is a fate. Swindle it. More treasure. Yes. 16 treasure. Passes. Sack a treasure, draw a card. Grow Lannery Storm. Wait. 18 power, 19 power, 20. Oh, okay. Check this out. Watch how we win in 5-0 this league. We play treasure map. We maintain priority. We spell swindle our own treasure map. For +2 treasure. And now we sack him. Oh my god. Oh, whoa! Got him! Oh, yes! What a way to take it down. Oh, yes, that was a pretty janky win. That was pretty good. And that is a 5-1 with Izzet Treasure. We just kind of smashed through that league, and maybe this deck is actually kind of competitive. It felt insanely good in the control matchups. I will at least give it that. We did lose to the one aggro deck. How about this? Does we still have like another match probably that we can do. Does anyone in the chat have an aggro deck on Arena? Do you have an aggro deck? If you have an aggro deck, we should challenge each other. White Weenie, any mono red, any of those type of decks. Goblin Calamity, Merfolk. I don't really want to play against a counter spell deck. We already played control a million times. I want to play just a normal aggro, white, red, whatever. Also, we're gonna do in the next 2 weeks a viewer battle stream. That's another benefit of having an extra stream each week, is we're gonna have more time for stuff like that. So we're gonna do a full stream of viewer battles. How do I find my my number for challenging people? It's been a while. Oh no. How do I do this? Oh, direct challenge. Oh, there's mine. Yeah, you need a number too. 60422. Alright, so who... Oh, thank you! Jay Zoller, Superbod! So who am I playing? Who wants to give me your number? Someone with an aggro deck. Alright. Trincy, I am challenging you. Challenge me back. You were the first one to stick your number in. So, best of 3, by the way. And Izzet Treasures, and you have been challenged. Yes, we're gonna do a full, oh no, did I not change the rules? Alright, well, if it's best of 1, that's fine, too. If there's time before we wrap up the stream, I will challenge someone else. We'll see what this matchup is, and challenge someone that has another aggro deck, because we didn't really get to play against aggro. We played against it once, and we didn't run very well. So I want to see if this deck is just really good against control, or if it's really good again in general, because we crush control. All right, mono red, some sort of mono red. I mean, this hand's fine against mono red. I don't know if it's super exciting, but it's reasonable. I would have kept it in the dark. Hey, Kubrura Army, thanks for hanging out. Have a oh no, Cavalcade Goblins. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good night. Phone it. Well, here comes the dorks. Mountain. Fanatical Firebrand. Sure. All right. That we will counter. We'll counter basically anything here. Quench it. Quench that thirst. Hey, Donos! Thanks for hanging out. Have a wonderful night. Phone it hits us. Well, let's just Sailor. Get a treasure. I mean, maybe we can be aggro too. I don't feel like we're too far behind at the moment. Although this Cavalcade is an issue. Even if we kill all the creatures, that Cavalcade is going to keep damaging us. The Cavalcade Goblin deck we played for Budget Magic this week actually felt pretty solid. Ugh. Alright. Well, I guess we can Lava Coil that. Opponent gets a dork. Goes to combat. Swings. And swings. Yeah, so we take 2. I think it's similar to the one we played on Budget Magic, but not exactly, because we didn't have Rigging Runner. Well, I'd like to do something more exciting, but we got to just kill that War Boss. Wait till next turn for Planeswalkers. No attacks. Yeah, I guess there's actually some arguments to playing your Rigging Runner as a 1/1, as weird as that sounds. Although, like, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the 1/1 for 1 plan for Calamity. I think things that make multiple 1/1 bodies are a lot better. I'm still interested in, like, Gruul Calamity or something. Let's just Tezzeret. And Megathopter. I mean, we're still at 14. We're putting up a pretty good fight here somehow. Maybe this treasure deck is just actually legit. All I want to do in life is teach people lessons with the Fairy Pool. Thank you for the gift of Jagster. Ah, that is the best. No one expects the Teferi Pool lock, and it's so awesome when it works. It just locks people out of the game altogether. Phone it. Thinking. Siege Gang. Sure. Yeah. Well, that's a good one. That's a lot of dorks. Opponent passes. Now play Karn. Make a card construct. Draw some cards. Mountain. Get rid of Siege Gang. No attacks. Ugh, how do we get out from under this Calamity, though? Oh. Okay, so that's 8 damage that we can't stop. And a Flamecald. Yeah, I don't see us getting out of this. These Cavalcades are going to kill us. Sailor means. Well, draw 2. Make a construct. Play Lannery Storm. Play a Mountain. Go to combat. Attack, attack. Yeah, attack, attack. Get a treasure. We just gotta try to race, I guess, is our only hope. Down to 13. Pass the turn. I don't know if we can do it. Flamecald triggers. Opponent draws some cards. Hey, can we do a few edits to this deck? Add Star of Extinction, etc. Yeah, that's a good idea. Star of Extinction in the sideboard does seem like it's worth it. I think that's the main one that we... can we win here? I think that's the main one that we noticed. So let's Opponent's at 13. All right, draw 2. Oh, those quenches would have been good earlier. Take up card. Lannery Spell Swindle. Play a land. I'm not seeing much of a way out. Opponent has to block 1. Oh, play Sailor of Means. Three, 6, 9, 12. So opponent blocks here 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, so play Treasure Map. 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, go to combat. All attack. I don't think this does it. Opponent. We need... Opponent blocks. Blocks. So they have 2 creatures. 12 damage. Okay. I'll do that. We might be sneaking this out. Then we get to Lava Coil Token, unfortunately. Pass the turn. We had to get as many creatures off the battlefield as possible, or we would just die. Opponent, combat. I think we might have got there. Wow. Okay, gonna kill the card. We did get there. Whoo, I thought we were so dead. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right. We got there. And that was pretty good. Oh, apparently it was a best of 1 challenge. Who else had a deck that wanted to challenge? I saw another one in there. Send me your challenge. I think we can do one more challenge game. All right, I got you, Charlie Lizard with mono red. Oh man, everyone. Oh, Alpha Moyer too. So many people want to challenge. All right, well, Charlie Lizard, I saw yours earlier, so I will send you a quick challenge. We will do a viewer battle stream in the next 2 weeks. I don't know if it'll be this coming week with the additional stream, but we will definitely do it. I promise. I've been saying we're going to do it for a while, and now we're actually going to do it. Yeah, I thought I was dead for sure, Tridic Elmode. Good game, by the way. Thank you so much for the match. I thought it was over, but sometimes you just draw poorly, and I guess that's what happened. Oh, oops. I think so you gotta change this to best of 3? I don't even... Oh. Arena. Alright. I think I updated it. Okay, here we go. One more shot. Let's see if we keep going with this deck. Technically, we're 5-1, and we beat an aggro deck. Let's see if we can beat mono red. I would imagine that this is probably one of our hardest matchups in the entire format. We gotta mulligan that. Oh, boy. Oh, dear. All right. I think our hardest matchup just got harder. Hello to you, Charlie Lizard. Lava Runner. Well, there's a treasure map. That was not the kind of hand we wanted. Phone it. Gets in. Down to 19. Skewer. Yep, down to 16. Well, play a treasure map. I mean, if our opponent doesn't draw a land, we got a shot. That is possible. Lightning. 13. Oh, my goodness. Down to 11. Well, let's treasure map. Karn to the bottom. I don't even know what we're looking for. I don't know if it was expansion explosion. Land, go. 2 attackers would have hit for 15 with 1 blocker. Yeah, it was that was a tight situation. Pass the turn. Opponent finds land number 2. I'm not sure if this matchup even gets better after sideboarding. As land regrew, the constructs would have shrunk. That is true. All right, so this is so bad, but I think what we have to do is copy shock lava runner. I guess that is a pretty good swing. All right, we're down to 5. This is going to take a lot of counters. Land. All right, quench. Passes. Treasure map. Storm the Vault is not a counter. Lava coil. Okay, island go. Odds of domain coming back. Shock. Yeah, this feels so bad. We might have found the bad matchup. We might have found the bad matchup for Izzet Treasures. Even going to sideboarding, it's not like we have life gain. Well, I guess we have Fountain of Renewal, but it's very slow life gain. We're going to try it. I mean, we got to try it. Cut our expensive stuff. Spell Swindle has been so good in some matchups, but this is not the Spell Swindle matchup. Maybe go down to 1 Spell Swindle, go up some negates, go down Expansion Explosion. Basically just cutting expensive stuff for cheap stuff. Cannonade, I guess it's worth it, even though it's a bit hit or miss. Try it like that. Cannonade, yeah, it hits enough stuff that I think it's worth it. I mean, you could go into white. That's a possibility. I mean, white gives you more life gain stuff. The cost, I guess, is more painful mana for the most part, more shock lands. So, it might be worth it to splash into an additional color. The Storm deck crashes a game most times. Do you know when they are looking to fix it? How does it crash the game? Like, does it crash the game in the same way it did when we played the video of it? Mountain for our opponent. Well, Sulfur Falls, go. Have you seen how many votes Mirror March has on the poll? I have, and I'm not sure what is going on with that. I assume that it's someone hacked it, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do. What are your suggestions for how I handle that? Because my guess is someone somehow like got a bot to hack it or something. Yeah, that's kind of what it did for me too, dog bro. I mean, we did eventually get it to work, but it didn't work very quickly. It was taking like a minute to resolve a single trigger. So what do you think we could do, assuming that the poll is compromised? Because there's no way, when I woke up this morning, Mirror March had 7,000 votes, and everything else was like 500. So there's no way 7,000 people, I think more people voted, when I got up this morning, I think more people had voted for... It voted for Mirror March that had actually read the article. Throw coins to choose the correct one. That is probably the Mirror March option. Yeah, so I gotta figure out what we do about it. That's the big question. Like, do we play it anyway? Do we not play it? Do we do a new poll somehow? Do we give it to the second place deck? I don't know what the fairest thing to do is, all things considered. Hey, what's up, Fat Ninja? How are you tonight? Pass the turn. Stream poll for against odds. Ooh, alright. Chain Whirler Part 2. Yeah, maybe we'll do a Twitter poll. I hadn't really considered the best way to handle it. But it definitely got hacked. There's no way. I mean, I guess I don't mind playing Mirror March either. Mirror March would probably be fun to build around. So that's the other option, is just roll with it and mention it in the article. Hey, what's up, Jay Corey? How are you? I'll play a land. Yeah, let's just keep ticking up. Ooh, Fountain of Renewal Tezzeret. Does not want the Fountain of Renewal. I'll pass the turn. Play Mirror March, but place it on the side to show cheaters never prosper. It's gonna have haste. All right. So is this going face, or are we going after card? Use a Twitter poll so separate accounts are needed to vote. Yeah, that's... Maybe we have to redo the poll for that. We've never really... I think we had a problem with it a long, long time ago. When Against Odds first started, I don't think I said it on IP duplication checking. Alright. Down to 7. So I think there was a couple times a long time ago where we had a problem with this, but we haven't had a problem with this in years, so it's a little weird that it's suddenly happening. Mountain to the bottom. And it's, why does someone want Mirror March so badly? Of all the cards that that you would cheat for, why Mirror March? Alright, so take down Karn for a Karnstruct.
Evil cannot withstand a righteous arm.
Play... a land. Play Tezzeret. Make a Thopter. Pass the turn. Oh, can we steal it somehow? This is going to be so close. Because Mirror March is like playing Hearthstone, but playing Magic. That is true. It has that variance, the Hearthstonian variance. Someone wants you to suffer through bad coin flip luck. My bet is Vince. I didn't think of that. Maybe it is Vince. That does sound like something a Pleasant Kenobi would do, doesn't it? That does sound Kenobi-ish. Now, let's draw some cards. See if we can find a way to just win here, maybe. Lightning Strike. Yeah, down to 4. Lightning Strike to 1. Oh, boy. None of those cards save us. Play Storm the Vault. Go to combat. Attack. Opponent blocks. Okay. Play a land. Play another card. Keep the new one. Take it down.
Some solutions must be built.
Pass turn. See what the top deck is. What's the top deck? What's the top deck? Come on. No burn. No burn. Skewer. Well. Whoa! Oh, magic gods. Okay. If the magic gods smile upon us, oh, whoa. It is possible that we can be burned. Oh, boy. Well, now we have the biggest board full of Cardstructs in the history of Magic. Boy, those Cardstructs get big quick. Wow, that was a lucky draw. All right, gotcha, Mono Red. Sure. Whoa, that was a good draw. Well, can we beat them in a 3-game match? We're going to be on the draw. If we somehow win this last game, then I think we declare Izzet Treasures to be a really good deck based on our experience tonight. Can we do it? Can we do it? Can we do it? Here we go. Is it then Mirror Match in Modern or Revisit in Standard? We haven't actually played... Excuse me. We haven't actually played Mirror Match in Standard. There was a deck tag for Mirror March Wizards. A viewer submitted deck tag, but we have never actually played it anywhere. Well, this hand doesn't have life gain, but it seems functional-ish. Opponent gets in. Passes. Ooh, Fountain Renewal. Yeah, let's kill it. Threat 1, down. Also turns off Wizard Lightnings, or makes them more expensive. Oh yeah, I guess we played it during the pre-release stream. I forgot about that for like a game or two. Fountain Renewal. Steam Vents, and I think we're doing it. I think Izzet Treasures, we're going to declare it legit. Yeah, I forgot that we played it for the pre-release stream. Well, I guess it will be revisit in standard. I forgot that we played it for the pre-release stream. Well, let's Sailor. I feel like we're in pretty good shape here. Past the turn, we're gaining life. We got a blocker. Opponent, combat. Attacks. Alright, we're going to take this. I think they're setting up a Chain Whirler. Pyromancer. Yup, down to 11. Sure. Gain a life. Land. Alright, there's a land. Play a land. Play treasure map. Pass the turn. Ugh, maybe we needed to block. How has Bant Defender's deck worked out lately? I have not played it much lately. That's another one that we need to revisit. That would be a good one for a stream, actually. Alright, quench the lava coil. We need our Sailor. Opponent. Combat. Attacks. Well, this time we're blocking. If it dies, it dies. Wizard's Lightning. Alright. Sure. Stay at 10. Opponent passes. Gain a life. 11. Negate. Well, play card. Take down card. Make a 4/4. Can we pull it off? Blue Surf. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Blue Big Scoops cheer for our new subscriber. Copy and pasting Magic Arena info. That's how I put my credit card number in the chat that one time. Trying to Scoops cheer. Played Bant Wells at F&M, got destroyed by Unmoored Ego. If Unmoored Ego's around, I could see that being an issue. The deck doesn't have that many payoffs, so getting rid of Arcades or High Alert is pretty brutal. Love the thinking beard stroke. That should be an emote. Ooh, that would be a good emote. I do it without even really thinking about it. We got the good game. Okay. Good game to you. Gain a life. I think we just pass. I think we play it slow, leave up our counters, start treasure mapping. We're gaining life each turn. Skewer. Well, can't quench the skewer. Scry with treasure map. Ooh. Alright. We'll keep that. More counters are good. Gain a life. 13. We're slowly getting back up towards 20 past the turn. No attacks. We win the long game. We should win the long game. I wonder how this goes versus mono blue. That's the thing that scares me. You're right. We haven't actually played mono blue. That is a matchup that we haven't actually played. Lightning strikes. Okay. Combat. Attacks. Alright. We'll take it. Because this card stroke's going to get really big this turn. Down to 8. Treasure map. Spanish Explosion, bottom. Untap. Gain a life. Treasure map, flip. Grow our construct. Steam Vents. Yeah, let's keep it. Get some treasure. Resolve. Draw. Main phase. Steam Vents. Tapped. Pass the turn. Next turn, we could go on the aggro and try to close this out. You said you pasted credit card information in the chat. Did people copy you? Yeah, let's just negate. No. Thankfully, nothing went horribly wrong. But, It was a little bit scary. I had to cancel the credit card, of course. Play an island, play a Karn. Take down a card. No attacks. And yeah, I think we're good now. And this deck has been really impressive. Yeah, this deck has done incredibly well. Chain Whirler. Yeah, that's good enough to counter. And we get an extra treasure. Upgrade. Counter Chain Whirler, get some treasure. Opponent. Passing. Alright. Gain a life. Up to 11. And Storm the Vault. We'll make a card struct. Play Tezzeret. Draw a couple cards.
Shall we begin? I know how this ends.
Play a land. Combat. And now we go for the win. Attack with 2 9/9s. Opponent takes it, and we crushed it with Izzet Treasures tonight. We crushed control. We are beating aggro. We just absolutely killed it in every way possible. This was a very impressive performance. I mean, might as well go all the way. Block it, kill it. Thank you for the game, Charlie Zard. But wow! Well, this is a deck to keep in mind. We pretty much killed it tonight. Combat, attack. That's a big card structs. This deck was sweet, and it was actually pretty... It was actually pretty good. When we play our infamous small Japanese tournament decks, we never know. They are either surprisingly awesome or they're just absolutely horrible. When you just never know because of the variance of small tournaments. But I gotta say, Izzet Treasures, this was the surprising awesome end. We went 5-1 in a competitive constructed tournament. Crushing control primarily. Played a lot of different control decks. So 5-1 there, and then played a couple of viewer battles against aggro to see how it did, and won those as well. So this deck, it felt really solid, and I'm pretty happy with where it is right now. The one card that I would like in the deck, I think I want to go down the bounce. We're already pretty good against control. Maybe go down the bounce, go down a fiery cannonade, and go up a couple of Star of Extinctions in the sideboard. That is the main change, just a bigger sweeper. Otherwise, the deck looks weird, but it actually worked. It worked surprisingly well. Yeah, if you ever want the deck, !deck or deck list will take you to it. So, well, that was Izzet Treasures, and that was pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. Maybe these small Japanese tournament decks do well because most of them are running jank. I think that a lot of it's just the tournament size. Getting in the top 8 of like a 20-player tournament. You get lucky a couple times, your opponent mulligans a couple times, suddenly you're in the top 8. When if you're in a 200-player tournament in Japan or North America or Europe or wherever, it's a little bit harder. So anyway, everyone, I think that brings us to the end of our stream for tonight. So reminders on the way out the door, replay YouTube. That's where you'd find all the old streams, including this one in the future. Also, Monday, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, new stream, bonus stream, third stream of the week. So if you're around on Monday, if you're a European viewer, if you're whatever, stop by. We will have some fun. Normal YouTube, tons of stuff coming up. Firesong and Sunspeaker on Goldfish Gladiators tonight. Commander Clash tomorrow. A 5-0 Fish with Crim tomorrow morning. Matcha Brew in Modern. Oh, semblance eggs. You made me do it. Also, Modern for Budget Magic this week. So tons of stuff there. One more time, I am the evil one. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for our new subscriber. The sponsor of tonight's stream is Spikes Academy, and they have a new course coming out, The Art of Sideboarding by Seth Manfield, and the first 200 new students to the course can use the code SIDEBOARDING to get a 15% discount. So you can join the Academy at spikesacademy.com and learn more at spikes_academy on Twitter. Also, Seth going to be on the podcast this coming week, so check out that as well. Thank you to Spikes Academy for the support. People want to see the packs open. we will open our packs. I think it's all gems now. I think it's either gems or mythics. I don't. Yeah. Oh, we got a mythic. That's good. So there are a couple mythics that I haven't gotten yet. But packs of Ravnica Allegiance have been. I mean, the gems are a nice update. It is less brutal than seeing the vault do nothing. But I think it's basic. Whoa. That's fortunate. That must be the only mythic I'm missing from Ravnica Allegiance is Mesmerizing Methods, because we got 2 in a row. Well, filling out those mythics, that's good. Oh, man. There was one Benthid in a Pro Tour deck, a Dimir deck, that looked kind of sweet. It was just a 1-of, though, but we could try that sometime. Or just build around it. I still want to just play mythics and quasi-duplicates, but everyone's playing flyers. There's so many flyer decks that a big ground creature, not as exciting as it could be. So, anyway, one more thing. Donations. Thank you so much to everyone who donated and subbed tonight. Merch page, tokens, t-shirts, playmats. Most importantly, thank you to all of you for hanging out, for having fun, for playing some Izzet Treasures, talking Modern Horizons and everything. So, I haven't played a whole lot of RNA Limited, but yes, I'm sure from what I've seen and played, it is very good, and it just looks very good on paper, so I expect that it's good. Anyway, everyone, I think that's it. So have a wonderful weekend, whether you are playing Magic, doing non-Magic things, whatever you're doing, enjoy it. I love you all. You are super amazing, and I'll be back on Monday, 2 Eastern time, in the PM, with another stream. So until then, have a great weekend, and yeah, I'll see you on Monday.